Hi, Marie Filion here with another video, and this one is the 6 types of anxiety. It's two-part, and one of the reasons why we want to know what type of anxiety you might have is the way in which we approach it and help you heal is going to be different. So the 6 different types are, first one is pure anxiety, the second one is mixed anxiety and depression, the third one is overfocused anxiety, the sixth one is temporal anxiety. The sixth one is cyclic anxiety. The sixth one is unfocused anxiety. So I'm going to describe them briefly now. So with pure anxiety, as you can imagine, you are anxious, tense, nervous, you predict the worst, you self-medicate to calm. And sometimes that's with food. We're not necessarily talking with alcohol. Tend to have a high basal ganglia, so that's located in your emotional brain, and low GABA. So your GABA is a inhibitory neurotransmitter, so that's usually one that calms, and you don't have a lot of that one. So number 2, mixed anxiety and depression, anxious, tense, nervous, predicts the worst, self-medicates to calm. The depression side is your feeling of hopelessness, low energy, poor appetite, and insomnia, so you can't sleep. So again, you still have a high basal ganglia and limbic activity. You have low GABA, but also low dopamine. So low dopamine, dopamine is known as our joy neurotransmitter. Now, if you do suspect there is some depression going on with you or low mood, what I suggest is you look up the Beck Depression Index, and that will tell you what level of depression you're at. So certain levels of depression, you should be going to see your family doctor. The third one is overfocused anxiety, where you're overfocused on certain things, you're worrying, you can be oppositional, and you hold grudges. So you have an increased part of your brain called the anterior cingulate gyrus. And that's located between your thinking brain, your prefrontal cortex, and your limbic system. And it's kind of a gear shifter, so you can't seem to get out of your emotional brain. You're also low serotonin. Okay? So serotonin is usually associated with happiness. The fourth one is your temporal lobe. So you have temper problems, mood instability, irritability, memory problems, and sometimes learning disabilities. You have abnormal temporal lobes, and you have low GABA. The fifth one is cyclic anxiety. So you have mood cycles, you kind of go up and down, possibly more severe PMS. You have high focal limbic activity, so you're focused and your limbic system to your emotional brain is very high, and the low GABA, so you can't seem to come down. The sixth one is unfocused anxiety. So you have sadness, you have anxiety, you have low energy, and you have cognitive problems. So you have a problem in just thinking. You seem to lose things, and people say, oh, well, you're getting older, and it's like, that's not what it is. So you have overall low activity in your brain, and you may have some toxins in your brain. Okay, so solutions. Join me for part 2, where I'm going to discuss solutions and how to solve each type. So your first step is identifying what type and then what you need.